What's up? Welcome back another week. Another crazy, great week. The stand was amazing. The hell, it was a great week in general. All except that damn hurricane and all that shit that went through and just wrecked everything. But still getting rain. Everything's all fucked up from that.
Welcome to Seattle.
Yeah, right. And this is what Seattle should feel like. I really do believe that. I swear. This is kind of what I envision with that. But this week we got November Tango. We had Matt Jameson last week. Stellar dude.
I
mean,
hung out with us after the show.
Yep. He done the park all day. You know, and then came and hung out with us.
Yep. Had a couple drinks with us.
Yeah.
His wife's a fantastic woman.
Man.
Like just great people.
Yep.
Great people.
Yep. And shout out to Wally. Wally showed up and he was here and his wife Heather, and it was just a great night.
What looked like it was going to be a rain out and miserable, and it ended up being just another stellar
I'm telling you,
evening.
it was 4:00 and I thought for sure we're going to cancel. Or he's going to come in and he's going to say no.
Hell, at one point, BK and I looked up and we're like, there's stars.
Yeah.
It all cleared out.
Yeah. And that was into the night before 9:00.
Yep.
And BK said that. I remember that. That's one of the things I do remember.
Then he sang.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job with some Bon Jovi.
Yeah, he did.
Then later that night said, I don't remember singing.
I can believe that.
Have you met Keith?
There was a few beverages imbibed while we were here.
There's a couple few.
Yeah. There again, shout out to Wally. He brought some killer
bourbon.
Taylor's.
I can't remember what it was.
I think it was Taylor.
I will say that it is a sipping beer or sipping bourbon.
Definitely
not
sipping
doing
bourbon.
shots like I did.
Like I did. I did it too, though.
PK looked at me and goes, I can't believe you just did it as a shot. I'm like, just get it down.
Oh, no, that was good. That was sipping and enjoying and stellar bourbon.
No, there were those little bitty glasses, and me and Corey done them in shots.
Yeah.
That's how we did that. Yeah. Big Keith did not. No. He sipped it.
Yeah.
But it was good. I liked it. And everybody would now, I'm no bourbon enthusiast or nothing or connoisseur, but there was some now bourbon is on the corn only, right?
51% corn. It's got to be 51% corn.
Was there not some fruit in that?
I didn't.
Did you taste a fruity something?
The only thing I tasted was burn.
Burn. Yeah.
Burn.
We shot it. Yeah.
Just burn.
But now say, being that it's an oak barrel or whatever they put it in.
Oak barrels.
Now, could they have added cherry wood or apple wood to the barrel?
They don't usually. So it's usually just the oak barrel. The oak barrel has to be charred on the inside, and it can only be used once.
Oh.
So they normally don't add anything else.
Yeah.
I think maybe the sweet that you were tasting was the corn.
Maybe.
But normally a bourbon like that, which was a single barrel.
Yeah.
So that was one barrel. Normally they blend a bunch of barrels together, and that's what you get, which is gives it a more even taste because the whole batch tastes the same. The single barrels, each bottle might have a little bit different characteristic if it's from a different barrel.
Yeah. And the corn of the region and stuff like that.
That was a stellar.
So that would be some
really
good
was.
Sweet corn. I wonder what it'd be like if you make it
That's
with
where
cream corn.
I know, right? Some cream corn.
Some cream corn.
Right now, there's a lot of bourbon enthusiasts just rolling over in their
Cream
grape
corn rye.
Yeah, that should be on the list up
That
here.
that is not my
Some
forte.
of Corey's cream corn rye. That would be amazing.
That'll be the next drink we have at the Moose.
But you do know what is at the Moose, right?
Yes, I do.
We do.
Peach and apple
Oh,
pie.
I had some. Phenomenal.
It really was
The
phenomenal.
apple pie, stellar.
Yeah.
Peach, amazing.
And it's the apple without the caramel. I didn't put the caramel in it.
I couldn't taste the crust, though, this time, but I
No.
was further
Yeah,
on in
so-
the evening, so maybe that was why.
Yes.
Well, I left down here, and I think I had two or three beers down here,
Yeah.
and then I went up there and I had 2 beers, and I was like, all right. So I had a double of apple and a double of peach, and I drank it, and then we went home, and I'm sitting in the recliner going, I feel pretty good.
Yep, I have arrived.
This is all right. I needed it after a long week.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a long week for you. That was almost OT.
Yeah, I got told I had to watch my hours.
Back her down.
I told you. Yep.
But that
Gonna be
was
on
that was
demand.
that was the doubles and people being off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff
Yep.
like
Yep.
that. So it's
Yep.
kind of a rare deal,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
Yep. Some,
it's a lot of fun.
Oh my
Man, it's a lot of fun.
You're such a natural at it. You know.
Four-
I told you that they were doing the what is that? The Hard Rock Cafe tournaments. You need to start practicing.
I am not doing that.
You need to start.
So Laurie said the
practicing.
same thing. She goes,
Yeah.
"I want to see flipping bottles." I'm
I
like,
know.
"That's not
just
me.
where-
That's not
man.
happening."
Yeah, I'm telling you, that crowd
Be like
just
the old
get bigger and
cocktail
bigger.
movie.
Have you met my hand-eye coordination? I can do a lot of things, but
Well, you're good at
no.
everything. Why wouldn't you be good
I'm
at that?
not good
Yeah.
at everything.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you'd be good at it.
but it is nice when you get compliments and stuff like that. It makes me feel like, all right, I'm doing,
Well,
I'm doing something.
you are doing-
I'm doing something good.
When
You're
the
doing
old
a
heads
killer
start
job.
calling for topless, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
Then I'm out.
I'm out.
Well, you got to make money.
Although, it's like,
do
okay,
what you gotta do.
so today,
Yeah.
9,619 steps is the equivalent to 4.41 miles around that
Now,
bar.
I was going to say, now that's around the bar.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a lot of circles.
4.41 miles in
knew-
6 hours.
Who knew the bar would double as the Greenwood track?
I know.
That's what I'm like, you don't
No.
realize you're doing it. And then I look down at it and I'm like, shit, I have a hard enough time doing a mile on a treadmill. I just did 4.5 miles. I'm like,
Yep.
this is all right. I'm getting good exercise.
I think you walked all the way to Newport from there because I'm just saying, and that's in a circle. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Yeah.
that's impressive. Right? That's a lot.
Could you
of damn
imagine?
long.
I can't wait for a busy night, like a Wednesday
Yeah.
night, Thursday night when
Yeah.
it's busy,
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
and just to see.
See what happens.
Yeah,
I don't know. It'll be a lot of.
I got a 6 mile mark. If I can do 6 miles around that bar, I'll be like, man.
Yeah, it's
That'll be good. Yeah. You need to light up shoes.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Just saying, and make it more worth it to me. Yeah.
If you're going to light up shoes, get the ones with the roller skates pop
That's
out.
what I was
Oh,
just
that's
thinking.
The hilly.
Yeah.
I want to
the
see him
hilly-
like rolling around like the
Yeah, until-
like they used to do down there at Red Rabbit,
Yeah, until I go from the nice,
padded,
tile to the
To the
padding,
padding.
and then I.
be like
Yeah.
a speed bump.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all have the mats back there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you?
They make a huge difference too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge difference.
Is that the holy mats or is that the?
They're
just
holes.
the- yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've always wanted some of those too, especially in my dishwashing area.
But I mean, for never doing it before and to where I'm at now within a month.
You would have thought you always did it.
No.
Yeah.
The way you look. Yep. Just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, you're
I
better
agree.
than a lot of them, and
And I get like sometimes people are like, "Oh, you need to smile. You need to smile." I'm like, "Look, I'm in the zone. I'm
working.
I'm slinging food, slinging drinks. Just let me do my thing. And then once it slows down, then
Then I'll chill
you know,
out.
then
Yep.
I'm kind of chill.
Yeah.
oh, you are. Yeah.
But-
I've never known you not to smile. Can't remember that. I just know you. So maybe that's just me. I don't know. But anywho, we got November Tango. I think his name's Mike, and forgive me, but I think that's his name. And he's amazing. I've watched him on YouTube and stuff, and the girls have got him coming in this week, and he really is amazing. So that'll be killer. The one big thing for this weekend with him when he comes in, he has a night shift job, so he works, other than this. So he's going to work that night, but he'll be here from 5 to 8 instead of 6 to 9. Yeah. So, come out and support, Laura
Support
Maes
local
and-
music.
Yeah, and November Tango.
Get some good food.
Yeah. So that being said, we got this week we have the smoked chicken sandwich with pimento cheese.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be really good. I don't know. It's one of my things. I try to throw in the southern stuff with my
Yep.
stuff, and some people take it, some don't. Wally being one of them loves the pimento cheese and fried bologna sandwiches and stuff, and I need to bring that back into my life because I love that in general. Buy a 10-pound log and cut them damn things thick. Man, I love some good German bologna. Yeah, it's like Oscar Mayer's on steroids.
There you go.
Yeah, with pimento cheese.
Next thing we know, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile is going to be parked
Yeah.
on
Be
the
pulling out front.
This'll be
Yeah.
That would be great.
I've seen that. I've seen that thing twice in my life.
Yeah.
One was at an event, and one was actually driving down the highway.
I saw it on the highway one time on 81.
Yeah.
I was a kid, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
A big giant Winnie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen it in Hershey, and that's the only time I've ever seen it. Yeah.
My
In
dad's
Hershey.
like, "Well, son, that's a big wiener."
That's gonna, yeah.
Yeah. Goals, Yeah. But that's it. And then we got brisket all weekend. It's going to be brisket-erific. Of course, rib-erific. So we're getting more in tune with that. We got some big giant orders this weekend. So
That rib sandwich I had, the rib sub last week, man, that was
Oh, it was
so
stellar.
good.
hot mess. I mean,
It was a hot. It was the most.
Yeah.
How do I say this?
messiest.
The messiest, greatest sub I've ever had in my life.
Good. That's
I had to
good.
eat it with a fork.
I got halfway through picking it up and eating it. Then after that, I ate it with a fork.
I can't believe you even got to pick it up.
I can't either.
Yeah.
I opened up that foil container or that styrofoam container when James got home, and he was like, "Here." I said, "I'm going to need a fork." I didn't even try. I was
Nope,
like,
I got halfway through it, and after that, and then the desserts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I'll take two of these.
Yeah. Yeah. Were they good?
They were good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. The
so
baby's
true.
been doing crazy great with that, right?
Yep.
Yeah. She is just killing it. She's due in 2 more weeks. When y'all leave, that's her due date. They're about 13th, somewhere between 12th and 14th. And she's just baking everything, cleaning everything, nesting.
Yeah, we're down to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You'll be in a whole nother country, and God almighty. Right now, it'll be what time over there?
I don't know.
Yeah, like
I think
2
it's
in the morning.
5 hours.
5 or
difference,
6 hours,
6 hours
I think.
difference.
Yeah, so 7, 12. It'll be like 12 o'clock midnight over there,
I'll
maybe
call you.
later 1.
I'll
yeah.
call you.
Yeah, call me. Yeah. Y'all just be getting tuned up, though, if you think about it. You know, you're getting off the boat or doing something.
They'll be on
around
the
there.
boat,
Yeah.
partying at the bars.
Yeah, because they're still up at 7 o'clock in their heads. You know what I mean? So, I
Yeah, that's
couldn't
gonna be the rough part.
It's
And
going to
then
be
getting-
rough when you come back.
Yeah.
Because we fly back Friday night, and then I work Saturday night.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, right. God, because you're just getting in tune over there.
Well, see,
And
that's the
come
thing.
back
Like when I was younger, I worked at Fry Communications, and I worked 6 on, 6 off.
Yep.
So I worked 12-hour shifts, and I worked 6 at night to 6 in the morning. So for a week, you're getting up, you're sleeping during the day, you get up at 6 o'clock at night, you go to work till 6 in the morning. So when you get off for your 6 days, it takes you 3 days to get accustomed back to normal.
God.
And then you go back to work at the end of that.
Yep.
And after doing that for a couple of years, it actually put me in a hospital with sleep deprivation because I slept for 3 days straight. I'm just like,
Holy.
because my body's like,
Couldn't
no,
adjust.
we're going to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's tough when you have to try to, your body tries to get into a routine. And you know, when you're younger, it's like, you know,
Oh, you're invincible.
well, no, yeah, you're invincible, but it's like you want to try, you want to sleep at night. You know, you don't want to be out all night. You know, that'd be like, and it was shit. It sucked.
I'm telling you, when your body tells you something, you do it, man. And that sleep is one of them. You know, hey, you got to go pee, you got to go pee. You know, when it says go to sleep and don't wake up till late, you don't wake up till late. Do it 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
You know, when your body says do it, you better do it. Yeah. I'm a big believer in that. And then I don't think it's even just so much your body as much as your brain. Your brain.
Well,
just,
the brain's a big thing.
Oh,
Like
I'm telling you.
working up there now, if I worked a Friday night or Saturday night or Monday nights, work till midnight, I'll get home 1:30, and I'll lay awake till 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah, you
It's
gotta-
like I haven't figured out how to, you know,
Yep.
shut it off to go
Yep.
to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. I think it has to wind
It
down.
takes time.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, Chad's the same way. Dave's the same way. He's like, when you work a late night, he's like, you cannot go home and just go straight to sleep. It's not possible.
I used to watch my brothers do that. You know, they cooked and they bartended and stuff. My oldest brother in general, not my youngest brother so much, but he was a cook. But still, they have to come home and they have to wind down. They see the sun come up, you know. And I'd try to keep up with them, you know, because it's a weekend for me. Yeah, nah. I'd still be down before the sun came up. Most of the time, you know. But there were a lot of mornings I was still in there. Yeah. Good times. But it's been a good week for you, though, Corey.
Yeah.
I mean, because well, where do we start at? Let's see. We left Saturday night, so that started really my weekend when I was with you and all of us together.
Yep.
And then Sunday came around, and there was no Corey. I was like, "What the hell?"
No, I had it off.
Yeah, I know. But you showed up later.
Not Sunday.
Yeah, I thought
Did
you
I?
came in and signed the book.
Oh, yeah. Sunday night. Sunday
And
night.
then you hung out for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Monday I worked.
Yep. Then Monday you worked. Yep. Then Monday Jeff brought me home. Yep. That was a good day.
There's a good story. There's a good story there.
Yeah. So we sat around and me and a buddy of mine, not to mention no names, Matt. So we started watching. I've been playing them damn tickets here lately, and this has started like in the past couple weeks. I started doing this.
Well, the Monday started off with a bang whenever we tried to go golfing.
Oh yes, it
And got
did.
told no.
Yeah. So we go golf, and I call Corey, and he's like, "What's up?" I said, "Do you want to golf?" And it's misty, rainy, and crappy. He's like, "Hell yeah, I want to go." I was like, "Well, they're saying it's still." I mean, I was watching the radar, and it's saying it's still coming in. He's like, "Nah, if you're going, I'm going." I said, "Okay. Can you pick me up?" Yep. This is Chris. Can you pick me up? So, he's
You're going to have to pick me up or drive me home. Take your pick.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
or both, But so we come in and we run up to the Legion and show up and we go in, get our stuff and everything. And I grab the bags and I throw them on the cart and everything. And I'm wiping the seats down.
Oh, he's got it all ready to go.
Oh yeah. Corey's coming out. I got everything wiped down and everything's dry. I got beers ready, man. We're ready to go. And here comes the sheriff. He's on the 0 turn coming up through here. He says, "I'm doing donuts down here." He's giving me the no way sign.
Yeah.
Hope you guys aren't planning to go out there on carts.
Yeah.
If you want to walk, you can.
I said, "Look here." I said, "I'm too fat and lazy to get out there." He bows his chest up kind of, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like that. And he gets off his mower and he comes over and he's telling me why all this is going on. And I already told him, I said, "That's fine. We'll come in next week and maybe we'll try it again." Well, then he comes up and he goes, "Well, do you want a rain check? You need a rain check. You need a rain check." I said, "No.
I need my money back.
I need my money back." Yeah, and that comes with a free beer, he said, but I'd never seen a free beer.
I didn't see one either.
No, Matt ended up giving me a free beer. But anyway, me and Corey, out of all of us, was the only one that got our money back. We was like, "Yeah, we'll just get her." Everybody else wanted the rain check. No, I just want my damn money back. Yeah, because it said on the sign out there, which I never seen, and the other friend of mine, Matt, said it was still open. It said golf course open.
Lies.
Yeah. And
He was adamant about changing that sign.
Yeah, he said the hinges were rusty and everything. He said it'll still turn. So he wanted, the whole time we were there, he wanted to go out there and change that damn sign to closed. Which it should be.
Should be.
Yeah. And even the bartender didn't know because she took our money, didn't she?
Yeah.
And she got on his ass, the sheriff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys had that. So yesterday I had to drive out to Cal in the morning.
Where's that at?
It's out near Uniontown, in the western part of the state. It's close to Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
So that general area, it's probably only an hour from Pittsburgh.
South of that or north?
South.
Yeah.
So we drive out to Cal, and I have to meet my boss. We're meeting in Carlisle at Turnpike because there's an easy place to park there and meet. It's a little out of my way, but it's easier.
Oh, so y'all
So
up and
the night before, I'm trying to figure out what car I'm going to take. So I said to James I was going to take his Mustang because mine's not inspected right now.
Man, you should have took the Kia.
So, well, she had the Kia to take to work. And she
What about the Honda?
Stick. Michaela had the Honda for the day.
My God Almighty!
So- And James has a Jeep. So I got a fleet of vehicles and I can't find one to take. So, everybody else driving my cars, but I can't find one to fucking take. So James, and God love him, he stayed at Kirsten's house Sunday night. So he has to take her to work. He drops her off work in the morning. He comes home to give me the Jeep. So train like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I go out, I get in the Jeep, and I'm going down the road, and I go to turn the defroster on because the wind is fogging up. and it's raining, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's dark, and I can't fucking see, and I turn the defrosters on, and it starts squealing like a pig. The belt's rattle, and I'm like, oh, this isn't going to work. So I turn the defroster on, I crack the windows. I'm like, well, that'll defrost the windows and get some air in here, they'll defog. Oh, no, not in that weather. So the windows keep getting worse. So now I'm driving down the road. You know, I'm outside Newport. I can't see a goddamn thing. And I'm looking for, like, a rag. Like, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to, like, you know, find something in here, pull over. I need to do something to wipe this window. So Michaela's got this little fucking beanbag thing on the dashboard. It's like
Did you
a little
wipe
frog.
the window with that?
I grabbed
Oh,
that
like I was
fucking
going to say,
frog
like a hacky
and
sack.
yeah, and I started. It was like a little hacky sack, and I'm wiping the window off with this frog going down the road, and I'm thinking to myself, "This is the greatest design ever." I used one side and I got it cleared, and then by the time I needed it, I set it right there on the dashboard. I flipped it over and used the other side. I was like, "What the shit?" Like, I just want to get down there, and then it rained the whole way down. It rained the whole way back.
And you did drive the Jeep all the way.
I did. I just drove the Jeep down to Carlisle. I didn't drive it all the way to Cal. And then I met my boss, and he had a rental car, and we took that out.
Say.
But I came home at the end of the night. I had to do the same goddamn thing when I came home, wiping it off. So then I get home, and we go, we're like, we're not cooking. So we go into the Maes, and we have our dinner, and we sit around, we yak, and we have a couple drinks.
Yeah, I just turned around, and there you were.
Chris says he's ready to go home. So
Well, I figured that. See, originally he was like, I'm going to ride with you. I'm with you for the night. I'm taking. But when I got there for work, he was already there drinking. And I'm like, he's not making it till midnight. Nope.
So he says to us, he's
it's
ready.
a doubles that get you.
Yeah.
I know.
So he says we're ready to leave. I said, well, we'll take you home. He goes, well, can you drive me because I need a van in the morning? I said, sure.
Yeah.
So I have never driven a van. Well, I'm going to tell you.
This ain't just a van. Though.
This is not just a van.
It's a land yacht.
This is bigger than a land yacht. This is like a land barge. So we get in a van, and I start it up, and I put it in drive, and it pops out of drive back into neutral because I didn't have it the whole way in. So I hit the gas, the motor revs up, and we don't fucking move. I was like, well, there we go. That's a good start. So I throw it in drive, and off we go, and we're leaving. And Elisa's following us because she's going to pick me up here and take me home. And we go around the corner, and I said to Chris, it's awful windy in here. And he goes, nah, that's the way it always is. Like, you could feel a cold breeze. So I go around the corner, and I hear this loud wham. And I said, what the fuck was that? And Chris goes, I think the back door was open. So Alicia's following us out of the parking lot. She goes, you pulled out, and the back door's swinging wide open. And I'm like, I asked him if something was open, and he said no.
And at no point in time did she think it would be okay to flash the headlights,
she said
saying,
she was going to bleep her horn or
there's
something. No, we were just going to see if you'll and I.
That's what headlights work for.
Yeah, well, so we come around, and all of a sudden there's no more breeze in the car. Plus the dome light was on inside the van.
Well,
and Chris is like, once you get over 10 miles an hour, the light shuts off. Or if you close the back door, it'll shut the light off too. That's the other thing that closes it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is though. You got to get 10 miles an hour, and then everything shuts off.
So that was the open door. Yeah. Pulling out of the Maes parking lot.
I'm so used to all that, it don't even bother.
I don't know. Why was the back door open?
Well, it just does that. But if you hit the brakes, generally she just shuts. You just went around the corner too fast. That's why it was so loud.
Oh,
yeah. I was just sitting there like,
Yeah, he was as relaxed as could be.
Amen. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't care, and I was like,
the only part I get real scrunched up and Corey knows.
When you hit the brakes?
No, when we're coming up on our turn here.
Oh, yeah, you do. You get very scrunched up over that.
We're coming up fast. Yeah,
he's like, you got to slow down. I'm like, I'm a mile away, Chris. He's like, no, the turn's coming up quick. So I start slowing down. He's like, you're going to miss it. I'm like, no, I'm good. And I pulled in. He goes,
oh, yeah, he's done that to me.
Yeah.
You can see him. He's like all...
Yeah. He's coming up fast, man. But you ride
it's like Corey, a magnetic force.
You ride with Corey in that Jeep. And I'm telling you, when we were going to the golf course the other day, so the roads are wet, sort of wet and stuff, and we're going up through all the damn Newport slow stuff, and Corey, man, it's stick shift.
Yep.
And he's on that, and I'm like, I'm ready to slide sideways, but we go around these damn cars.
Drifting in the Jeep.
But she holds tight, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, he's a
next time I'll turn traction control off.
Then he'll really be able to rip it there.
We'll let her hang out wide.
No, that's on the way home at the Maes. That's how that should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me last night. That was
We had a
That's
good
what we
time.
do.
And you know what?
two games and
I don't know. Did you watch the end of the Seattle game?
yep, I watched them both.
That game got pretty exciting at the end. I
It,
mean, there's
it
a
did.
ton
It
of
got
scoring at the end.
close.
That cornerback from Detroit, I don't know what his name was, but he was number 0. I don't think I've ever seen a defensive back tackle that many receivers in a football game.
Really?
I mean, he alone must have counted for 6 penalties. I mean, like if you're a Detroit fan, and here's the thing, if you're his backup, how bad must you fucking be? Like, the worst cornerback in the NFL has got to be the guy backing him up. I mean, after 4 penalties, I'd be like, set your ass down and watch this guy. Like,
No.
he was tackling everybody. Like, every time a receiver went out, a flag came out, and they were like, pass interference, number 0 on the defense. Holding, number 0 on the defense. I was like, wow, you're like the most called number on the field. And then you had Jared Goff.
Golf. Yep.
Didn't throw a single incompletion last night.
I'm telling you, when he's on, he's on. You know.
Darian Arnold.
Darian Arnold.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
His middle name is Hands.
Can't stop.
Yeah. I bet you his girlfriend loves him. He's probably all over.
Yeah. What was that final score?
Was it 35 or I think it was
check.
35-21.
Yeah, something like that.
35-20. I think they went for 2 points, so maybe 35-20.
Yeah.
42-29.
42-29, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And how about the Titans? That game was like field goal.
Field
and then
goal,
all of a
field
sudden-
goal, field goal.
And then all of a sudden
it
the
was like
Titans just
lit it up.
31-12.
Is this not the year for the damn kickers? I swear to God, man. They're making record kicks. They're just what was it the other day?
Well, and
Didn't
how
you say
crazy-
they had 6. Somebody had 6.
Washington had 7.
7.
Up
We couldn't
until-
score a
up
touchdown,
until-
but we got 7.
And
And
how-
they won, didn't they?
Yeah.
Or was that? Yeah.
No,
they
yeah,
won.
we beat the Giants.
And
Yeah,
was-
well, this
like
week
the
it was
NFL's crazy, but how crazy is
killed
this?
them.
Going into this past weekend, there were, I think, I'm not sure, but the end of this statistic I know, but there were, I think, 9 field goals over 50 yards attempted going into this past weekend. 7 of them were made. This is the crazy statistic. The only 2 that were missed were by Justin Tucker. How fucking insane is that?
Right.
The best,
Lost his touch.
but he
Well,
he may have, but right now the most accurate kicker in history in the NFL, and he's the only one that missed 2 going in. It's crazy to like whether he's lost his touch or he's like these kickers are who they are. They get it in their head, and then it's an issue. But how crazy is that? Like, who would have taken that bet?
Well, I seen a thing the other day that there's a kicker. I think he's a high school kid, and he's kicking 65 yarders
oh yeah.
as a high school kid.
And from hash marks.
Yeah,
From different hash marks. From the logos.
and he's
stuff now.
kicking him, and they're saying that this kid's
He's
going to
not a
be.
small kid. Have you seen him?
Oh, he's a big dude.
Oh, he's a big dude.
Well,
yeah.
Tucker's
Do
kid,
something.
Tucker's kid is kicking,
Yeah.
and he's in like junior high or something, and he's kicking like 40-yard field goals. So like these kickers coming up, like this next generation of kickers,
Well, think about
like
it.
they're going to be kicking from the other side of
But
the
think about it. That's instant points. If you got a
it
guy
is.
that can kick a 60,
Yeah.
70 yarder,
Yeah, stop them and third.
and you're starting at the 30 anymore.
Yeah.
So pretty soon, if you can get
If
a
you're
first
kicking
down,
from the 40,
you're going to get
45.
one first down, and
Yep.
you're going to be. I mean,
and how many games are decided by 3 points or less?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
and you looked at those games this weekend. We watched the end of the Steelers game, and I would love to give a big shout out to my buddy Joe Flacco, who has once again broke the hearts of Steelers fans everywhere.
Yeah.
As a Colt.
Yeah.
But you look at that game, it was a 3-point game. They had, I think, 3 games after that they showed the final minute or 2 minutes of those games. There were 4 games that finished within 20 minutes of each other, and all 4 of those games were decided by less than a field goal.
Yep.
Or
and
a
did
field
you
goal
just
or
say
less.
that today? It was
Yeah.
decided by the
Crazy.
seconds.
Yeah.
Crazy. These and listen, the Commanders atop of the NFC East.
How about
they
that?
killed them.
Like,
They
I
killed
have never been more excited.
Oh my
Like
god!
when they
That
drafted
Jaden
Daniels, I'm like, it's going to be another RG3.
Nope.
This kid goes out and does nothing but just drop dimes. Has the highest rating as a rookie
How old is he now?
ever.
How old is he?
87% completion ratio.
Ever. And this
Oh.
Saturday or this Sunday, he was, I think it was like 26 for 28.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2 incompletions.
It's crazy how good this kid is.
That dude is phenomenal. And I saw they did a interview with him before last week's game. And they said, how's it going to be going against Joe Burrow? You're both Heisman, you're both LSU. Are you worried about being a running quarterback? If they brought in RG3. And he's like, the biggest difference between him and me is he chose to run. I run when I need to.
Yep.
He's like, you have to pick and choose when you want to be a mobile quarterback. You don't want to put yourself in that situation. The other, what was it, last week? He stood in the pocket, dropped a dime for a touchdown, and got drilled and planted. And they said for a rookie quarterback to stand in the pocket knowing that
He's
in
gonna
2
get
seconds
railed.
he's
It's
getting
gone.
drilled
Yeah.
by an offense or a defensive lineman and drop a dime, he said that kid's special.
They're one of the things they were talking about in the Ravens Bills games was that guys like Lamar and Josh Allen and Jaden Daniels are becoming more of the norm. More teams are drafting, and think about this. Right now, the Commanders do not have a team built around Jaden Daniels. Wait till they can draft the skills positions like Baltimore has with Lamar. Like you see in a game like against Dallas and against Buffalo, how good Baltimore can be.
Oh.
Right? Like this is how good they can be. When you look at that, when you build a team around a quarterback like that is that athletic and that good and that talented, and then you build the skills around them, it's amazing the amount of points these teams can put up and what they can do.
Well, that's like Terry McLaurin. He just waited and waited and
And
waited.
look
and
how
waited.
good-
And
and
that kid is amazing. And
Did
he
you
just
see-
he just waited. And
Did you see the statistic of how many different quarterbacks he's caught passes from?
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yep.
That guy has caught passes from like 12 different starting quarterbacks.
Yep. And he
It's
said now,
insane. Yeah.
like
Yeah,
him,
Jimmy,
him and Daniels have become very close,
Oh.
very good friends. He says, "This is what I've been waiting for."
Yep.
And that dude's phenomenal. The only thing that I wish Washington would not have done, well, I wish they wouldn't have got rid of Chase Young
Yeah,
and
that was
Montez Sweat, which held Chase Young, went to the 49ers. Now he's with the Saints.
Yeah.
I wish they would not have got rid of Jahad Dotson because that kid is that
He's
kid.
a baller.
That kid can make some incredible catches.
Yep. And
But
he's
they
fast.
did.
He's fast. Like Jahad Dotson, he to me is, well, he's better than a Tyreek Hill because he's not a scumball. But he's got that kind of
Track
game
speed.
changing
Yep.
Yeah,
capability.
like he does. And then they brought in Austin Eckler from the Chargers,
Yep.
as a running back. But
Yep.
dude, that Robinson kid is unreal. And he's the one he got his senior year, I think, in college. He's the one that got shot.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Robinson got shot his senior year in college,
Yep.
and then they drafted him, and
Yep.
like
Yeah, I
he's
remember
a
that.
beast
Yep.
too.
Yeah. It's. I have never seen in all the years I've watched the NFL.
yeah.
I've never seen this many good teams.
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
This is the best football. There are 10 or 12 teams that could win a Super Bowl this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that I've never seen that. In all the years I've watched, there's nobody that you're looking at right now that you're saying they're now, you can talk about Kansas City all you want, but the amount of injuries that they have.
Yep.
I mean, they could have very easily lost that Baltimore game. They could have very easily lost that Chargers game. Their wins have not been quality wins.
No, they've been close.
They're getting lucky.
They're
because
getting by.
At some
Yep.
point, and you have to have some of that, right?
Oh, yeah.
But there's a lot of really, really strong football. I mean, the Steelers look good this year. Justin Fields looks insane.
Look at Tampa Bay with
Baker
with
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Sam
like
Darnold is leading the
Yes.
MVP votes.
yes,
The most dysfunctional franchise in football now goes to the Carolina Panthers. Thank you very much. We had
Yeah,
both
right.
Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
And we ran them both out of town for who?
I'm telling you, why
Bryce
did it
Young.
take him
Guess
that
where
damn
he's
long
sitting.
to show
But what
up?
happens?
I'm telling
They
you, Baker
bench
Mayfield's
Bryce
been
Young
there.
and they start playing
Dalton,
Andy
yeah.
Dalton.
Yeah.
And
that's
they're playing incredible.
Incredible.
Like they're
They
losing,
were,
but they're
yeah.
scoring.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
have
they
to like. They're not developing players down there in Carolina.
No,
They're
no.
not developing
No,
quarterbacks.
no.
David Tepper's a horrible owner. He's the new Daniel Snyder of the league.
That was the best thing Washington did, get rid of Dan
absolutely.
Snyder. And
Yep.
look, and like
We pick them up
how
where
do
we
you
can.
how do you not like a coach that sits on the sideline with his headphones on and his hat backwards?
Ain't
He's
that
just
right?
up.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Dan Quinn.
Quinn. No,
That's the
Dan
greatest
Campbell
look
at
ever.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Campbell.
want Dan Campbell as my coach of my team.
Oh man.
Dan Quinn, Dan Campbell. These guys, they look like they're 3 seconds away from throwing on the pads, throwing on a helmet, and going out in the field.
I'll do it for you.
That
But you
level
can-
of intensity is
But you can
unmatched.
see it, and that's the thing. Like you get a coach in there, like Rivera. When Rivera came, I'm
That's
like, all
what
right,
I was gonna
we're
say.
gonna do good. We're gonna do.
Yeah.
No, like Dan Campbell, Dan Quinn, like they brought an atmosphere to like
They
it's,
bring an attitude.
it's fun.
Yeah.
They bring an
Like
attitude.
if you look during the game and you look at the sideline, everybody looks like they're having fun.
Yep. Look, those coaches make you believe you can beat anybody. Mm-hmm. Anybody.
I look
any
at it
day of
this
the
way.
week.
I said to Chad the other night, I said we play the Browns next week.
Yep.
We can be 4-1. When is the last time that I ever said Washington can be 4-1?
Yeah.
And be ahead of Dallas and be ahead of the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, both of them lost. Wasn't it? Eagles and Pittsburgh. They lost this week.
Yeah, the Eagles,
Eagles.
got stumped by Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
it.
man.
yeah. I mean,
Hence Tampa
Washington.
Bay.
But you're
Washington
exactly
looks
right.
good.
The games that you would think would be a blowout, like I honestly think minus now Carolina's playing good, but I think as far as the NFL, it's a level playing field now.
It is really level.
And it's you don't know what's going to happen each week.
No.
Like we friends of mine, perfect example. Friend of mine, he has a suicide pool. So you just text
Yep.
whoever
Every
you
round.
want.
Yep.
So there was, I think, 35 people in it. It lasted 4 weeks or 3 weeks.
And it's all over.
It's done. So they want to start another one up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
might
how,
as well.
how does that work?
You
For-
pick
for all the people that don't know, like me.
Okay, so you pick a team.
Yeah.
You can't pick that team twice.
Right.
So week 1, I picked Cincinnati. Boom, they lose. 8 people drop out of it. The next week, they picked the Ravens.
Over Raiders.
Ravens.
Who and what planet did the Ravens not beat the Raiders?
Exactly. And then like the field went from like 20 to like 4.
Yep.
But
Yep.
once you pick a team, if you win, you keep moving on. But
Yeah.
you can't pick the same team
Right.
twice.
Right.
And you go to the end.
Yeah.
Most of those will go 7 or 8 weeks. Most of the time you'll get 7, 8
Well,
weeks.
last year it went pretty much the whole season
Wow.
down to like I think 2 weeks before playoffs.
Yeah, that's rare.
God.
And
That's
then it
rare
got
to see 'em go
then it
that
got
long.
down to 2, and I think, and then they just split. And I said, all right.
Yep.
But yeah, for 30 some guys, and you're starting a new one after week 3.
Yeah, that's just tells you the parity is out of this world.
And
We
that's
should have a pool now.
Well,
You know
after
what I mean?
after
Just-
the Ravens start 0-2,
Yeah.
they go to Dallas. What planet does Baltimore beat Dallas in Dallas? I mean, just the parity, the skill. It's great.
At Dallas.
Great football. Great
Yeah.
football, right?
Yeah, that's for sure.
what I think's great is CD Lamb gets a big contract. Dak gets a big contract, and they lose.
Well, here's the thing. So we know we got a salary cap.
Greatest thing ever for a Washington
Yeah.
fan is Dallas losing.
Well, and here's the thing. They can't afford to keep Micah Parsons. They got him for 2 more years, and he's gone. I mean, there is no way with that salary cap the way it is.
And that
they can afford
that
to
guy
keep him.
will get huge.
He
money.
is going to get paid.
So you got the Bengals next week.
We do have the Bengals
Yeah.
next week.
And then you have
the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns. Yeah.
Well, you've seen what we just did to the Bengals.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Browns, how's the dogs look?
Not good.
Not good.
The Ravens split
They-
with,
they've been
with
on it,
Cincinnati
though,
every
haven't
year. The Ravens split with Cincinnati every year.
Cleveland's been on it, what, up until this year? or something? Because I thought
No,
Cleveland's. I thought
you know,
they were.
They're kind of hit or miss.
The best
Oh, okay.
thing about Cleveland is they're making sure that Deshaun Watson's victims all get paid.
Oh.
Because all they're doing is handing him a check for being an asshole. So thank you for Cleveland for being the most dysfunctional franchise in football. I would like you to continue your process, and we really only have a 3-team division. So that'll be good.
They pretty much went downhill whenever their back got. Do you remember that?
Nick Chubb.
When he broke his
Oh, that was bad.
Who was that?
their running
The
back.
tailback
Oh.
was a stud.
Oh, it was so he was running
Yeah.
and his leg, like if this is his knee,
Yeah.
Yep.
Hybrid.
somebody
Went the
he
other
went
way.
this way
Yeah.
and it literally just folded over and it
was
was like the gnarliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
They said I saw that a sports writer wrote an article that said that Cleveland's going to end up picking up Shedeur Sanders on the draft
Sanders'
this
boy.
year.
Yeah.
because they're going to put Deshaun on the bench and he'll be the most expensive backup quarterback ever. And it's an interesting concept because you can't trade Deshaun.
No.
There's no way to trade him. There's no way to get his salary off the books. If you could get a quarterback in a draft, you wouldn't have to pay him, so wouldn't hurt you in a salary cap really. And the other interesting thing is now Deshaun's got this new accuser against him that says that he actually physically did something to her.
See, I didn't hear any of that.
So if that's the case and that ends up having any legs to it, then Cleveland can eject him and not have to pay him. But I
Wonder
they've
what's so
already paid
hard
him
about
hundreds
that.
of
Let
millions.
me just elaborate on this. What is so hard about me making $10 million a damn year or whatever they're making, and staying the hell away from the women and just drinking my beer?
He makes
You know what I mean?
$67 million a year.
Yeah. So what is so hard about staying the hell at home? Go to the club. Do
It's all
whatever
about
you're
it's
gonna
all
do.
about the fame.
Yeah,
the
but-
fame and the name.
Well, and listen,
And temptation's a bitch, but
yeah,
but
and
still.
look, when you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, and we can. You can have this conversation all day long,
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
You can give a piece of shit money, and he's still going to be a piece of shit. And Deshaun Watson is like he can say what he wants, and he settled this stuff, and we don't know what he settled it for. But where there's smoke, there's fire, and when you've got 35 accusers, guess what? That's not a bunch of people lining up for a payday. 35 is a real number.
Yeah.
And the guy is who he is. But
Yeah, that's who that is.
but
right
Cleveland
there.
knew
Well,
this.
get him out of there.
Cleveland knew it when they hired him. They knew it when they went and got him, and they knew what they were getting.
Well, so
And-
Sanders is going to come in and have to clean up his shit.
Well, he's going to end up being a guy that has to put. But look, Shedeur Sanders is an amazing athlete.
Yeah, but he's not ready, right?
He's, you know what? Look at Jaden Daniels, and he's that kind of athlete, right? He's a runner. He's a thrower.
But
he's
look at
electric.
Baker Mayfield. It took this long to show up.
Let's talk
You know
about
what I mean?
Colorado before we switch gears.
Yeah.
I am 100% convinced that Travis Hunter should be the Heisman Trophy.
Oh my God!
You have an individual that plays every snap
Both
on offense.
sides of the
well,
ball.
the last game he had a touchdown and an interception.
Yep.
What
Yeah.
is he playing?
Everything.
I mean, he's
Everything.
always what?
He's a wide receiver
Wide receiver.
and a defensive back.
And a D-back. But,
He
and-
plays every game, every snap of
Would
every
that be
game.
a first for that as a Heisman?
No, the kid from Michigan. Who was the kid from Michigan that won a Heisman?
What is a back?
Yeah.
Howard.
Yeah, Desmond Howard.
Desmond
He
Howard.
played
Oh, that's
both
way
ways.
back.
Yeah.
Now he
Yeah,
didn't
that's way
play,
But he did
didn't
it.
play
He,
every down.
he did it as a D back and a
And
returner.
Yeah. Well, he played wide receiver once in a while.
But there's
never been
anybody that plays
Every damn
every
down.
down
Yeah.
offense, defense doesn't come off the field. Like he might come off for a play or two to catch
That
his
is.
breath, but he is a defensive player and an offensive
He's a
player.
So
starter
he's
on both sides
And
of the
that
ball.
kid,
And he's-
is a monster.
He's
He's in the
legit.
pick. Yeah, I mean he's in the pick.
Oh,
Right
he
now?
will be.
He will.
There's
Yeah,
Well, he
he's a
should be.
he's a stud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay
Yeah,
healthy.
he is the best athlete in college football.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Stay healthy is all you can do with
Just-
that.
so to switch lanes quick. How about our boy Sunday,
Which one? Oh, Chastain.
Ross Chastain?
Ross
Hey, man, the Moose
Chastain
man.
in the
Yeah.
Moose car.
Yeah, you better believe that. Yeah, the watermelon boy pulled it out. Yep. And then I think it was I think Chase ended up ninth. But
Well,
it was Byron.
For a while, it was Bush was second.
Did the playoffs start?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
They're in.
Chastain won the first Chase.
He's not in the points though.
Oh,
Yeah. But so then it was Byron, then it was Truex. So, but Chase was ninth, and then that other Busch guy.
It was funny because we're sitting at the Moose and it's on the other TV, and the girls come up to like, why is everybody running down the track with watermelons?
Yeah.
Like, what was the point of that? I said
all have
I said his
watermelons.
family's a watermelon farmer. I said that's what he was. They're like, oh, okay, now
North
it makes
Carolina.
sense.
Yeah, North Carolina watermelon boy. That's good stuff there. Yeah, and shout out to Chase or Ross. That was great. And Chase still up in the top 10. I'm telling you, man. I'm on board with him this year.
we also need to give a shout out to Dave and Robert who aren't here this week.
Yeah, I know. I was wanting to go to that, and then we just went in crazy.
We just went in like crazy.
They're up
today,
in the
so-
NYC
Yep.
right now. Yeah. We'll see y'all next week.
We saw
probably.
Rusty last week. We
Yeah, I
gotta give
know.
a shout out to Rusty and family.
Amen there. And the boy and the football team.
Shout out to Ethan and the
Yeah.
football team. Ethan scored a touchdown, had an interception,
And an interception.
and slid better than Ricky Henderson ever slid in his life.
Oh, wow.
He got an interception, was running down the field, and there were 3 linemen standing in front of him, and he went down. So
That's good. That's good.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
Ethan had a fantastic game. Threw a block on a quarterback rollout.
Oh.
They scored their second touchdown on it. Ethan, the unsung hero, but he was playing tailback. He rolled back, hit the block. Play would have never happened.
That's what you do.
It was really, really great to see a young guy not just playing for himself and for the ball, but for his team.
Teammate. Yep.
Good young man, good kid. Rusty and Naomi were great hosts. We had a fantastic time out there. We got to see Lizzie, the daughter, as well. So it was a good
Amen.
trip. It was a good visit. Sorry we didn't get to call in, but
well-
the thunderstorms delayed it. But it was
Yeah.
a fantastic trip and a good visit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of storms, let me throw this off, and we're gonna get out of here.
Yep.
North Carolina got hit real hard,
They did.
and it hurts me to my heart.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
really does. If you can get out there, donate anything, help these people out.
Yep.
Do that.
It's bad.
And,
It's bad, and we had a good
really
time.
bad. Really
we talk good, and
Yeah.
we joke around, but
Yep.
those folks have lost everything.
Really,
people
really
lost
bad
their
out
lives.
there.
They've
Yeah.
lost their homes.
Yep.
Their
All the
whole towns
mountains,
are gone.
The whole towns.
Yeah, if you can help, the Red Cross, anybody you can give, please help. They are your neighbors.
Whatever you can do. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Get out there. Love your vets. Check on your neighbors. Look about them. Peek over the fences. Whatever you do. Yeah.
Or through them.
Love your elderly. And
And support those folks that lost everything. Helene was
yeah.
nasty.
get out there and make your community great.
Yep. Make your whole community great.
Yep. See y'all next week.
See ya.